Hey guys, Eric here again with Pioneer Survival Company, and it's a balmy 19 degrees out today with a 8-degree Fahrenheit wind chill. So I thought it would be a perfect opportunity to go ahead and test out the Litefighter 1 cold weather kit. If you haven't seen our other videos on the Litefighter 1, they can be seen right here at the link above. We have a setup and review of the Litefighter 1 tent, and we also have a video of setting up the Hasty Hooch configuration. Also, if you're not following us, please think about doing so. It really helps our channel. So go ahead and like and follow, and let's get into it. So the first thing you're going to want to do is go ahead and lay out the actual tent portion of the Litefighter. This is the part that has the screen net. It's the main tent body, basically. Go ahead and lay this out flat, and inside your cold weather gear, you'll get this cover. And you'll also get, I believe, 4, I guess they're called ice anchors, basically. You basically can pack them with snow, stones, anything like that. It's in case the ground is too frozen to be able to put your stakes in. We won't be doing that today. My ground's soft enough that I can probably get the stakes in. But, you know, that's just in case you need it. They're there. Let's go ahead and get this thrown out here. Now there'll be these Velcro pieces along the sides. Those want to be facing inward because they'll actually connect to the Velcro right here on the body of the tent. And this wind is not going to cooperate, I can already tell. Another thing, you'll want your zippers on the cold weather cover to be facing the long edges of the tent, where the vestibules would usually be coming out with the rainfly on top, which we'll put the rainfly on in just a minute. All right, so now that you have the main part of the tent and the cold weather kit spread out over it, you're going to want to look for these hooks that are on the screen portion of the main body of your tent, and there'll be holes in your cold weather cover here. You'll just want to go ahead and pull these through, and I believe there's there'll be 3 on each kind of corner going upwards, so 12 in all. After you get those all pulled through, you'll have these elastic shock cords here in the very corners. Go ahead and just attach that to the portion of the screen tent, the nylon webbing there. All right, let's go ahead and get in here a little closer so you can see what I was talking about. So here in the corners, you have the part where you put your stake into the ground and your rainfly attaches to. You'll just attach a shock cord right to the webbing there. And then all up through here, you'll have these holes in the cold weather cover. And you'll just pull your plastic clips that go up around your poles, and there'll be one down here at the bottom, one right below the mesh window on the cold weather kit, and then one hole right above the window on the cold weather kit, and that'll be on all 4 corners. All right, so now we're going to go ahead and get the tent pole set up, and honestly, the rest of this video is basically going to be identical to how you would set up just a normal Litefighter 1 configuration. So you can go ahead and just unfold your spider poles, get those all connected together. And the really nice thing about this, after you've put the cold weather kit on it, you can actually just leave it on there. So when you go to take your tent down, just leave the hooks and everything pulled right through it and the bungee cord strings attached. That way, if you're setting it up again in the winter, you don't have to go through this entire first step. Oh, I did forget one thing. You actually need to also pull through the center webbing in the very center of the tent so that your poles can attach to it. So that's an important one to remember. Let me go ahead and get those pulled through real quick here. Give me just a second. All right, so now that we have the two center grommets pulled through, we can go ahead and get the poles set up. Those will be the first two points that you want to connect. So go ahead and put these two center poles in here. This is getting a little bit difficult to do because I can't feel my fingers right now. So keep that in mind if you're needing to set this up fast. I mean, the tent really does go up quickly, but if you lose filling in your fingers, it's going to be hard to set this cold weather kit up for the first time. After it's set up first time though, shouldn't be any problem getting this tent up. You don't need quite as much coordination. All right, so let's go ahead and move to the corner. We'll pop that in there. Move over here to this side. Get that pole popped in. Get this pole in. And now we'll get the final side here. All right. And now all we gotta do is pull these hooks up and just connect everything to the poles. All right, we're getting real close to being done now. Now we'll go ahead and just throw the rainfly on top and we'll start staking it down and we're done. So as my brother had stated in the first video we had released, setting up the Litefighter 1 and just the normal summer configuration, when you're putting a rainfly on, the easiest way to do this is to find these two center points with the webbing and the grommet on it. Go ahead and just throw it over like this and attach those grommets in the center. That way you're not having to fight, you know, to look for everything. All right. Now that you have that on there, you can just pull your rainfly over. Get everything lined up here. And you're ready. And now you're ready to just connect the four corners of the rainfly to the stakeout point. And the last thing we need to do now is just stake out the four corners of the tent and then stake out the vestibules. All right, so we've got this all staked out now. I'm going to go ahead and just give you a little overview of some of the features of it, and just kind of zoom in a little bit closer so you know you can see it up close, see what it's like to be inside it with the cold weather kit on there. The cold weather kit's made of a 30D water resistant nylon, which means unlike the rainfly, if it gets wet enough it will start leaking. That's not really the point of the cold weather kit. The cold weather kit's actually designed more to cover up all of the mesh and prevent you from losing heat through condensation. Now, as I discussed, you have this piece of Velcro and it attaches to the name tag on the rainfly portion, or I'm sorry, not the rainfly, but the screen tent portion of the tent. And all this is for is to help prevent, during windy conditions, having this kind of rise up and you get air underneath it. All right, now that we're inside, and actually, man, it is nice to get out of that wind. Now that we're inside, you can see that this cold weather kit completely encapsulates you. It covers up all of the mesh that's here on the sides of the tent. And I mean, there's really no wind. Well, there's a little bit of wind because I have the door unzipped, but compared to the breeze that's outside right now, it's a lot nicer in here. Another nice thing, this area right here, if you can see this, it is a little bit of mesh on the cold weather tent that's still open. The reason for this is for airflow. During the night or during the day in cold weather, when you're breathing, you're releasing water vapor basically in your breath. And on a lot of tents in the winter, condensation will form. And basically anytime you move, that condensation will rain down on you. Having these vents here will prevent that. Also, you will have basically an air pocket now in between your outer rainfly and the inner cold weather kit, which will kind of help insulate somewhat, and it will actually help prevent the condensation from forming. So I'm really thinking about my life choices right now. It is going to be very, very cold tonight, but I want to go ahead and give this a review. And I mean, really the only way to do this is to spend the night out here. So it's going to drop down to about 9 degrees tonight. So I think I'm going to spend the night out here. Full disclosure, I'm in my backyard right now. So, you know, I'm gonna give this my best shot to go ahead and stay out here. I've never used this tent in this cold of weather. That's why I'm doing this in my backyard. If it gets too bad, you know, I'm going in the house. But it's always good to test your gear out in a controlled environment first. That way, you know, if it doesn't work as you hope it does, you won't be in for a really bad night. So I'm going to have to definitely grab some gear out of the house real quick. I'm going to get a nice 4-season sleeping pad. It's actually going to be the One Tigris Obsidian pad, and I will do a review on that. Actually, I'll probably be doing a review on that tonight while I'm sleeping in here. I'm also going to be grabbing probably my military sleep system, basically because it's, I mean, probably one of the best sleep systems on the market for the price. So yeah, let me go ahead and get ready, and I'll be back with you tonight. All right, guys, so a little bit of an update for you here. I'm in the tent and I feel amazing. Like I had said, I I've got the One Tigress Obsidian sleeping pad in here right now. It's a 4-season, winter rated pad, so I'll be coming out with a review video on that soon. And I'm also sleeping in the military sleep system. So, I'm not feeling any drafts or anything coming in here. My body heat's actually building up fairly quickly in the tent. I'm really comfortable right now. For a night this cold, it's actually one of the more comfortable nights I've probably had. Let me think. It's last I checked, I think it was 14 degrees Fahrenheit out right now, and it feels like 11 degrees, I believe. Yeah, fun fact, National Weather Service issued a warning for my area tonight. There's a risk to personal health and safety. It's going to the winds are going to pick up, and it can get, or at least feel like, it's going to get down to, I believe they said, like -20 with the wind chill. So I'll let you know in the morning how this turns out. So far though, feeling great. All right, welcome back, guys. It is morning. Oh, and it is definitely brisk out here. It's a -4 degree wind chill out here right now, and about 20 some mile an hour winds. So I'm not going to be out here too long in this air, but I just wanted to fill you in. Obviously, I lived through the night. I'm still here. I was actually quite comfortable. The cold weather kit really blocks the wind, keeps my body heat in there, and overall, my feet got a little bit cold throughout the night, but the rest of my body wasn't. But that's no fault of the cold weather tent. That's my feet just always get cold, so they weren't painfully cold, anything like that. Just kind of like if you're walking around in the house without socks on. Just a little chilly, but overall, I give this a 10. I was very comfortable, and yeah, no real issues. So I'm already losing feeling in my hands. I'm gonna get this all packed up and head to the house. If you're not following us, please give us a follow. We're on Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, and TikTok at Pioneer Survival Company. Also check out our website at pioneersurvivalcompany.com, where we have different blog articles, online classes, and in-person classes. Thanks for watching.